What do transportation professionals look like? You're going to need computer scientists, data scientists, electrical engineers, sensors, networking. You're going to need those skills in the future.
I feel that's what we need, that sort of revolutionary mind.
The advantage of being young is you look at this with fresh eyes.
Every time we can bring new ideas, new people, it just benefits the whole industry.
Every little thing that we do is in the effort to help someone else. And if that's who you are on the inside, I think this is a great industry for you to find that.
You're helping people, you're changing society, you're changing the planet.
What will the transportation of tomorrow look like? This evolution requires new ways of thinking, from new ranks of inventive thinkers, and from another century of continued support and leadership from the Transportation Research Board. What radical ideas will define our future?
Smart cars, connected cars,
flying cars,
teleportation. We could be doing that.
We really are making this up as we go along.
What will vehicles look like? What will power them?
Do we not use the traditional fuel anymore? Do we use alternate energy?
How will we navigate the roadways?
There are traffic control nightmares out there that we haven't even conceived of yet.
Will we even have roadways? It's difficult to be certain. What we do know is this: to serve as the foundation of our future, transportation must be transformative, sustainable, safe, and secure. How will we enable the transformative changes that await us?
The 3D printing essentially enables us to free ourselves from traditional manufacturing processes using this automated equipment as opposed to human labor.
We can expect drones to be commonplace, not only for deliveries, but also for infrastructure inspection and maintenance. Autonomous travel will become routine. But for all their rich and abundant promise, these and other innovations also promise to be disruptive.
We can't even predict exactly what those modes are, much less what their effects are going to be yet.
The implications of autonomous vehicles will ripple through fields as diverse as emergency medicine, insurance, and legal services.
We definitely need to look at those ADA standards, that everybody has access to that transportation solution.
How will we untangle transportation's impact on our climate and our personal well-being and balance competing interests at the same time?
The profession is changing. It's not just about building roads or building pavements. It's about making sustainable cities and making sure that things work for the economy, the environment, and health.
To have a sustainable network requires using the right ingredients and sometimes reusing them.
We don't want to take a lot of those natural resources again and again and again, and that's when the recycling comes really critical.
Bike sharing, car sharing, ride-hailing, ride-sharing, bring all these modes together for sustainable transportation.
How do we create the safeguards to ensure our protection?
The greatest aspiration looking forward to the next 50 years would be 0 deaths on all public roads.
But threats to our personal security aren't limited to the roadway. Data protection will become increasingly important.
The more valuable information is, the more people will want to steal it.
Even national security comes into play as cross-border shipping evolves and becomes routine. Some things remain constant. Our economic prosperity and quality of life will continue to rely on transportation. Transportation improvements will continue to rely on research, creation of new ideas, innovative approaches to old and new problems.
So many new things happening in the transportation world that weren't true 20 years ago.
Only one thing about tomorrow seems certain: the future of transportation won't be a simple extension of its past.
We're going to end up with an industry that is more diverse than any other industry that I think is out there. Mainly because our problem touches everyone.
Tomorrow's transportation leaders, with help from the Transportation Research Board, will define our future by disseminating knowledge, promoting diversity, and transferring technology.
This is the time for us to dip our toes in new waters and figure out what we're passionate about. You can write your own destiny.
You're making the world a better place.
You can save your own little piece of the world.
When you see an airplane taking off or in the sky, what do you think about? Going somewhere for vacation? How about traveling for business? Every year worldwide, more than 4 billion passengers take flight on commercial aircraft. In fact, experts predict there will be more than 8 billion air travelers a year by 2037. What does it take to move all those passengers through airports around the world? A lot of people, millions in fact, all working together in a wide variety of different jobs. Pilots are one of the most visible and important jobs. There's a big need for more pilots and air traffic controllers too. They work in the air traffic control tower and also use radar and high-tech equipment to direct traffic in the sky.
What we do for the aviation industry is make sure that the flying public is safe.
So, who is responsible for operations on the ground? Airport operations. Operations duty officers are all about safety and security. They keep the airport running so flights can arrive and depart as planned.
We're operators, so we know how to do it all.
Operations duty officers are on the front line and get to see everything up close. They are especially busy during snowstorms. Even when the weather is good, the airfield maintenance crews have a lot of work to do. Mowing grass, changing out bulbs on the airfield lighting, and making sure everything is in good working order. Sometimes things don't go as planned on an airfield. That's when the aircraft rescue firefighting crews respond. These crews are just like firefighters in the city, but with special training for aircraft incidents.
It feels good to know that you're able to help somebody when they're having the worst day of their life.
Law enforcement officers and security specialists work closely with airport operations and constantly monitor the airport to ensure that everyone stays safe. Look around at any airport and you'll probably see a construction project. Airport project managers, planners, and various consulting firms design and manage complex and interesting projects. Larger projects can last several years and cost more than $1 billion.
So we pay attention to a lot of things like ozone and carbon emissions and safety to make sure that the next generation can still fly.
Whether you work right at the airport, in the control tower, or support ongoing projects and airport needs as a consultant, you are critical to the success of the airport every day. Have you thought about a career in aviation? Careers at airlines and airports are fast-paced, pay well, and are open to everyone. Airlines and airports support over 20 million jobs in the United States alone.
And I can promise you one thing, if you're in aviation, it's going to be an exciting career.
To learn more about how many options you have with a career in aviation, contact your local airport or aviation school. Make the call right now and get started.
Aviation is the best career in the world. There's some amazing careers in aviation, and women just don't really tend to think about them.
It's not something that's, just for the guys. Everyone has the ability to be successful at this job.
It's always different. There's always new challenges, and I think that it gives me something to be proud of.
This is a career that will allow you the opportunity to grow. It's going to bait you into a journey.
So if you're interested in doing something that you will feel rewarded, you will feel like what you do matters, then this job is amazing for that.
And it's not a job that very many people have, so it's something I get to say, I do that, and most people are like, oh wow, that's so cool.
To be part of this group of women in aviation is so exciting.
It's a very satisfying job, and once you're in it, you'll never want to leave it.
The business is still very new, it's still very fresh.
Every day is day one.
It is all for the best of the customer.
And I get to learn something new every single day.
Amazon Transportation Services is the Amazon area that connects all of our nodes. We deliver shipments right from the fulfillment centers all the way through to delivery stations, who then deliver through to customers. Our mission is all around customer obsession. The focus is to deliver the best service at the best speed to our customers. Our teams have grown over the last 3 years and they come to work every day to support that mission, and very excited to be able to innovate in this area where for decades transportation hasn't really gone forward in terms of technology.
For me, I think the most interesting thing about ATS is really how we're revolutionizing the transportation industry, how we're using tech to get there, and how we can be totally creative within this space.
The beauty about ATS is that it allows you completely scratch everything that you have done before and try to rebuild it and trying to really create something completely new.
We always continue to innovate and simplify things. So it's like you are the entrepreneur. You take your project, you develop it, and then make it a success. So it is up to you. That's the beauty of this place.
As a mathematician, ATS presents me those opportunities where I can really flex my number skills and create solutions. That's why I love working at ATS. I wanted to be an astronaut. But trust me, ATS is no less than a space expedition. It's much cooler.
I wanted to be a gardener when I grew up. Now my job is far from being a gardener, but I'm still thriving to help taking care of the nature. I just had a daughter last year. She's 1 year old now, and every day I'm thinking about what her future is going to be. So for me, working on sustainability and trying to have an impact on the world is crucial.
The great thing about Amazon is that there's opportunities for everyone. Everyone comes with a different background, different skill set, and it's about exploring what other people can bring to roles.
Before I came to Amazon, I did a number of charity events, and Amazon have been really supportive in making sure that I can continue with that as I stay here.
I lead a team of around 45 people, so for me it's very exciting as a woman to be part of such fast-growing organization where we have more and more opportunities for women to grow as leaders.
We are working in a very, very multicultural environment with people coming from the 5 continents, and it's very, very enjoyable to see that there is no differences. Amazon Family to me means people working together from different horizons and ensuring that the customers are the happiest. On the other side, it has a special meaning to me because my future wife, I met her at work.
Personally, I'm super passionate about diversity. I myself started off as an area manager. Today, I have a 2.5-year-old son at home. I still manage to work full-time, I still manage to travel, and I still manage to lead a team across Europe supporting recruitment into the ATS business.
When I was a child, I wanted to be Superman, but I realised very quickly that I couldn't fly unless I was in a helicopter or an airplane. So I decided to join the British Army instead. And I found that some of the skills and experiences that I had in the military have really helped me in my ATS and Amazon experience.
I'm just a normal girl coming from a normal family, first one to study. And here in ATS, they trusted me to have responsibility over 1,000 associates with my decisions. And that makes me humble and excited every day. If I have to describe Amazon and ATS in 3 words, it's safe, customer obsessed, and pioneering.
Innovative, leading, and passionate.
Fast-growing, diverse, and innovative.
Speed, performance, and fun.
It will be a fantastic, awesome opportunity, and I think that's what it is every day.
During this program, I had the opportunity to explore careers in technology, transportation, while learning about the impact that humans cause to the environment. This program was an immersive experience that opened my eyes to the diverse methods of transportation. After 1 week of participating in this program, we explored different practical experiences that we wouldn't learn in a regular classroom setting. This gave me the opportunity to connect the real-world experiences to theories we learned in the classroom. The environmental studies course integrates
If I had to give advice to students thinking of applying next year, I would just say, go for it and apply. Some of the best parts of this program are the many field trips and the new people you'll meet. If someone is still unsure about what they're interested in, this program will give them a chance to explore. It's an amazing opportunity not to miss.
To those interested in this program, just do it. This class allowed me to have new experiences that I enjoyed, and I believe you will too. Ask questions when curious. This way you'll learn better and understand the topic. Make new friends. On the first day of school, I got to become friends with people I've never met before. And also have fun. And like someone once famously said, take the risk or lose the chance.
Yes, I do believe that this topic should be taught worldwide to all generations because it has the power to inspire young students such as myself to want to create a difference in our world.
When you think about this past week, do remember the exciting technologies that you were exposed to, but embrace and hold close to your heart the shared experiences you had working with your teammates to accomplish the mission. Together you were successful. No matter what future lies ahead of you, it will be the skills you learned this week about working as a team that will give you the skills to lead a group to successfully complete every mission. Congratulations to all of you, and best of luck to all of you in your future endeavors. Thank you.
One of the great things about the Master of Science Transportation Management Program, one, it's offered by San Jose State University, which is our local gem, but it's done in cooperation with the Mineta Transportation Institute. It exposes the individuals that are pursuing a Master's of Science in Transportation Management to transportation research. By gaining that training, they are able to bring not only skills that they already had, but they are building upon those skills that can be folded in and brought into an industry that is always looking for people who are inquisitive, who want to challenge the way things are, and who want to innovate the way that we move people.
I was able to apply the knowledge and the skills right away in my job, in the project management, in finance, in marketing. All of those fields were covered in different classes.
We have a very unique education program offered by the Mineta Transportation Institute at San Jose State University. So our program offers a broad perspective on all of the key areas that are affecting the transportation system today.
One of the skills I learned in the master's program that I could apply immediately was basically transportation organizational skills and principles, and how to manage a transportation project. I think that was really cool and interesting, and we have such great teachers and experts and real researchers out there teaching the courses, so how can you go wrong? I mean, it's an excellent way to really inform, learn, and educate.
The person who can benefit from an MSTM program right now is at that mid-level in their agency or company, and with the MSTM program, it really exposes them to the wide facet of issues involved in transportation. So whether it's a person who's interested in transportation as a public sector program, or in the private sector as a shipping executive, or as an executive of a trucking company or airline, again, the MSTM program will allow them to climb up that ladder in the transportation fields.
One of the things that I think is so valuable about getting a Master of Science in Transportation Management is that it's a field where whatever your skill set is, there's an important job you can be doing. Whether you're an engineer or a big data person or a people person who really likes working with community members or a media and communications expert, all of those skills are essential to what any transportation agency does.
Coming out of the program, people have the skills to go on and take on leadership roles, to manage agencies, to lead them, and it's really exciting to see people, take the knowledge and take the experience they've gained and then go out and apply it and put it to work as the next generation of leaders.